Satnam. I'm Kelly Indra Inselman, and today I wanted to talk about the mantra Sat Nam. And the meaning of the mantra Sat Nam is true self. Sat means truth, and Nam means name or identity. So the mantra means true self, or you could also think of it as I identify with my true self. I identify with my highest self, and I even like to think of it as I identify with my sacred self. And so you can think of the sacred self as that part of us that really links us to the Creator, however we imagine that to be, and to the divine, to the unknown. And I have a wonderful quote here from this beautiful book, Sukhmani Sahib, Jewel of Peace by Ekankar Khalsa, and I'll put the information here with the video so that you can buy this book if you're interested. And she defines Sat Nam as your identity is what is authentic in you. What is authentic in you is your divine reality. Your authenticity is what you are here to express and realize. That becomes difficult if the mind gets trained to wear a mask and cast the fake self out into the world. She also says that when we recognize and identify the Nam, that God-given identity, it has these three qualities. I can be stable and present, powerfully creative, and my light shines through. All at the same time. If something takes you away from your stability and presence, then you cannot fully express the Nam. If something blocks you from your creative expression, then you cannot fully express the Nam, which is your identity, your true self. If something dims your light, then you cannot fully express the Nam. The challenge is that the mind exists, and the mind is a separate identity. The mind is the first servant of the soul, of the inner being, but it is not that inner being. The problem in the world is that humans have been shut off from the reality that they are divine and that they have a divine identity. In that void, the mind becomes their identifiable identity. But the mind is not the identity. It is a servant to the identity. And when the servant takes over the house, a lot of problems result. So to me, I use the mantra Sat Nam all the time, all during the day, to help me remember to come into an observing frame of mind, which I think is one of the most important pieces that I've learned from my meditation and yoga practices, is to be able to become the observer of my experience instead of thinking that I have to be the doer of everything, that it's all up to me, everything is my responsibility somehow, or that every single thing I think, especially my negative thoughts and my fears, are the truth. I'm able to see them as negative thoughts and fears and not necessarily always identify with them. So I thought we would end this little chat today with a practice of Sat Nam. And it's just going to be a very simple practice of placing the left hand at the chest and the right hand on top of your chest. You can close your eyes and just get settled for a moment here. Relax your belly, relax your jaw, and just come into the experience of sitting here listening to the sound of my voice, feeling relaxed, breathing, noticing this moment in space and time. Feel the hands touching one another at the center of your chest, your heart center. And begin to do a long, deep breath here. And as you breathe, link the words Sat Nam to the breath As you inhale, think to yourself, Sat. And as you exhale, think to yourself, Nam. And go at your own pace, inhaling and thinking Sat, exhaling and thinking Nam. Keep breathing long and deep. Inhaling, connection to your own true self, your own sacred self. Exhaling and thinking Nam. And continue for a few moments. Inhale, thinking Sat, truth. Exhaling Nam, divine identity. You're linked to that. The link is your own precious breath that's with you at all times, linking you to the Creator, to the infinite, to infinite possibility. Possibility of health, possibility of connection to loved ones, possibility of connection to the infinite, however you imagine that to be. As you go about your week, you might consider, if it comes to mind, thinking to yourself, Sat on the inhale, wherever you are, and Nam on the exhale. And notice what happens when you do that. Notice whether it helps you come more into an observing state of mind, able to observe your breath, able to observe your thoughts and feelings and sensations without judging them, just noticing. Inhaling Sat and exhaling Nam. Thanks for practicing with me today. Sat Nam.